that have been watching, there's been like this weird, crazy delay on some of the episodes. So sometimes we'll have, the sound will be right on with my lips, and then other time the sound won't be on with my lips. It's been crazy, and this morning, just even getting the show like off crazy, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the number one most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Wow, I am so happy. You have no idea. I am so happy we are here. My goodness, this morning I got here and the computer acted like it was having a stroke. Like seriously, the computer was having a stroke. The thing wouldn't even boot up. I wouldn't even pop up on the screen up here. The monitor, things were moving in slow motion. It was like, I don't want. It's been crazy. So I'm just happy that we're even here. I'm so happy that we're connected, dude. Today is Tuesday. That's right. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. That's right. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time that it'll ever be Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Dude, it's 46 degrees outside right now. It's supposed to be 40 later. I'm not real sure how that works, how the sun comes up and the temperature goes down, but that's what's looking to happen today. But at least we're not standing out in the snow like my boy Don Sankey. I saw him last night in shorts, like literally in shorts out there shoveling snow because he's getting ready to take an ice bath on January 1st because he couldn't move that Volkswagen. Come on, man. How is it we couldn't move that Volkswagen? Look, I'm already seeing the delay between my words and what's on the screen. Like, I don't understand the technology stuff that we've been dealing with lately. Like, things just don't make sense. So I apologize if I look like an ancient kung fu movie or something where the words that are coming out of my mouth aren't matching the words that are on my lips. So just don't watch. Just don't look. Just if it's actually weird on your side, just don't even look. Just listen, right? Just listen like a podcast, and then you go back and pretend like it's live on. Okay, Emily said no delay. All right. Yes, so the delay is just for me today and not for you. That's great. Listen, yesterday we got a little bit out of control. I gotta be honest. Yesterday we got a little bit out of control, man. We had an episode. There was 120 people on here, and I was like just somewhere rolling, doing my thing, talking. Now it's delaying. Oh, great, thanks. Right, and so I was just rolling, and we were going to talk about leadership, and then I didn't even get into leadership because I was just rolling off on a little tangent, and I was like, you know what? Okay, today or tomorrow we'll talk about leadership, and we'll talk about that, and it'll be a good topic. And I had all these notes and so on and so forth. Blah blah blah. Right, that's what happened yesterday. Seems to be only one camera. Okay, well, cool. All right, well, we're gonna get through this. All right, yes. All right. So yesterday I was just kind of out of control. 120 people on here, and it was going nuts. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll talk about leadership tomorrow. But then this morning, and this is the best part about me having my own, like I have my own show, so I can do what I want, right? That's the cool part. I have my own show, so I can do what I want. So because Christmas is 15 days away, and my birthday is 10 days away, hint, 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 hint. Mail is slow right now this time of year, just so you know. But because Christmas is it's only 15 days away. Me and my wife were talking about this last night. We were like, holy smokes, dude, it's almost here. So Christmas 15 days away. My birthday's 10 days away. I'm going to go to Dallas and hang out with Judge Graham and Matt Monero, which is going to be awesome. And this whole water only thing, this awful thing that I did that I wouldn't recommend to anybody, where I drank only water for a year, that ends in 21 days. It's only 21 days away. And the reason, if you didn't know, if you're like new to the show, you're like, why are you only drinking water for a year? Well, it's because I read this book. I read this book called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And when I read this book, afterwards, I wanted to callous my mind. And so in order to callous my mind, this dude's like the supreme Navy dude that like is just crazy. He's insane. And so I wanted to callous my mind. And so I decided I'm going to callous my mind by only drinking water for a year. And that's what I've done, other than one little slip up with the Chick-fil-A lemonade, but we're not going to talk about that. It's in the past. Y'all ain't got to bring that stuff up, right? So here we go, 21 days away. Now, what's crazier is that this morning, my man Scott Simons is actually going on a run with this dude. This dude's an ultra marathoner. He's insane. He's crazy. Scott's going to go run with him today. And also my friend Brian Benstock is going on a run with him today. So those guys are getting pumped up. They're getting jacked up this morning to go hit the cold streets and run with David Goggins. I can't even imagine. Like, dude, I could not imagine trying to run with that guy, the guy that caused me to drink water for a whole year, all because of that dude. So, yeah, I can't wait to hear about that run. It's going to be crazy that my two buddies are doing that. It's crazy, though. Like, time flies, right? Time really flies. And Christmas is going to be here before you know it. So, a couple of things today, all right? A couple of things I got to tell you today since Christmas is about to be here. First thing I got to tell is that you need to get some Rise and Grind gear. I'm just saying, all right? You need to go on the website, glenlundy.com, and you need to get some Rise and Grind gear. Dude, I'm telling you, the mail is moving crazy slow right now. And so if you haven't got any Rise and Grind gear yet, you need to get some. You need to order some for your wife. You need to order some for your husband. You need to order some for your kids. You need to order some for yourself. It's time for you. Today's the day. Do it as soon as we're done with this show. Go get some Rise and Grind gear. You crazy people. Christmas is going to be here in 15 days. Also, before you forget, you need to get your Rise and Grind planner. Dude, you got to get your Rise and Grind planner. You need this thing for 2020. If you're planning on buying them for your team, you need to go do it now so I can make sure they're shipped so that you have them by Christmas. We got to get all this stuff out. So please make a note. Don't forget. Do it today. Get yourself your Rise and Grind planners. Get yourself your Rise and Grind gear. It's the best gift ever. Are you kidding me? Order the gear. Order the planner. Now, also, for those of you that are struggling, right? This isn't everybody, but I know that there are some of you out there that are struggling. For those of you that are struggling, Rise and Grind University has some incredible things here. I'm going to show you something. I was watching this last night. Check this out. This is Shaka Dyson, and listen to this very first module of his. It's pretty crazy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to watch my course titled Overcoming All Odds to Succeed. My course is going to talk about the 10 principles that I use to overcome any obstacle, hardship, or challenge in my life to succeed to the point where I'm at today. And where is that point? Today, I'm a husband. I'm a father of 3 daughters. I'm an entrepreneur. I've owned an international training company for almost 4 years now. I do business in Canada. I do business in the US, Australia, and Spain. I have dealer clients all over this country that I do business with on a daily basis. I've been in business for myself now almost 4 years. My business income and revenue have increased year over year. I'm in a great space, but it hasn't always been that way. Growing up, I've had many, many obstacles that I've had to deal with in my life, kind of like yourself. I know that you have had many challenges and obstacles that you've had to deal with in your life. See, me, myself, the challenges and some of the challenges that I've had to go through in my life. You know, my mother left me when I was 2 years old, my biological mother. I never knew her growing up. I didn't get an opportunity to be raised knowing my biological mother. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of school early in the 11th grade and never went back. I'm a teenage runaway. I ran away from home at 17 years old and went to an entirely different state. I left Indianapolis and went to New York City. I'm a teenage father. I've been to juvenile. I've been to jail for different reasons. 6 members of my family have been murdered. I've lived in poverty. There's an insurmountable amount of odds and challenges and hardships that I've dealt with in my life. But yet, I figured out how to succeed. I've lived by principles and I pushed through the hardships that have allowed me to succeed to this point. So in this course, I hope that I can touch you. In this course, I hope that I can reach you. In this course, I hope that I can relate to you, because here's what I know. Although our challenges might not be the same, I know that you have them. I know that most of you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I know that things don't go perfect for you on a daily basis. These are things that I know. Why? Because you're human. And being human in an imperfect world, in an imperfect society, you are going to deal with disagreements, challenges, and hardships, and people who push against you when you're going after it, when you're trying to succeed in life. And I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. It doesn't matter your circumstance. It doesn't matter your situation. It doesn't matter your hardship. If you do not give up, if you stay laser focused on your target, you can make it. So here's to it: overcoming all odds to succeed.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's just one of dozens of courses that you can get in hashtag Rise and Grind University, a platform that we're continuing to add more and more coaches to. And what's crazy is you can gift that. You could gift Rise and Grind University to somebody if you know that there's somebody that needs help overcoming all odds, or in multiple different areas. You can gift that for only $17 a month. Dude, $17 a month. So right now, we're getting ready to dance. We're getting ready to say good morning to each other. If you need, now is the time, so you don't forget later today, go to riseandgrinduniversity.com, enroll in the university. You can get Shaka's entire course on overcoming. I mean, that dude's overcome everything. It's amazing. 6 of his family members have been murdered, which is insane. So he's overcome. You can get that course and dozens more in Rise and Grind University. So give it as a gift. Give it to yourself. Do whatever you want to do. It's only $17 a month, or you pay for the whole year for only $147. Listen, I had to get all that out there. I know Josh Wilson's like, dude, you're not supposed to be advertising in the middle of the show, but I'm serious, man. Get some gear, get the university, get your planners, get that stuff and get it done now, because Christmas is right around the corner.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 7, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
That's right. Brandon's making awesome stuff. I stinking love that guy. Hey, man, we're 15 days away from Christmas. But for those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Say what's up. Let's get that body moving a little bit this morning. Let's get that dance on. What's up, Bruce Miller? Man, that was a tough loss. Tough loss the other night, but the Saints still look good. What's up, Casey Rossiter? How you doing, Becky Buckholtz and Brad Smith? What's up, Sarah Ball, making her way back to the States? How you doing, Tracy Shepard? Scott Hulbert's up in here. What's up, Melissa Young Klein? How you doing, Vicky Everett, Douglas Chitrin, Brian Hess, Jeremy George, Laura Berman, Jeff Baker? We got Liza Myers-Borges up in here. What's up, Scott Simons? Getting ready to go run with David Goggins. Oh, man. I'm not worthy. No way. Josh Wilson, this white hoodie is at GlennLundy.com. You can go get it. What's up, Bill McClain, Joanna Cooper Hamilton? How you doing, Emily Goffler? By the way, Joanna, y'all saw that post I made with that big blanket, with my wife's big face and my big face all up on a blanket, a picture from us a decade ago. If you saw that post, Joanna Cooper Hamilton, her and her husband are the ones that sent that. Thank you guys so much, though, for real. A good reminder of how far you can come in 10 years. Plus, it's got a nice soft spot for me to rest my head without my wife going, "Get off of me!" What's up, John Coltonborn? What's up, Kara Jackson? Bruce, what's up? Bill Schomburg, Brad Smith, Scott Simons, there he is. I've already said good morning to all you guys. You just keep talking, making me say your name twice. What's up, Gail B. Kraft, Ray Hatcher, Keith McKinsey, Jay Casey Pendleton? How we doing there, Charlie Rogers, Jay Casey? I need an update. What's up, Janelle Griego, Carolyn Carter? Everybody's up in here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Are you guys having fun? This is a fun season, man. Dude, we're talking 15 days until Christmas. And so I thought, man, let's talk about some things. Yeah, Karen, you knew. I didn't know. Let's talk about some things, all right? So as the holiday season, I want this holiday season to be a transformative one for you. Like, I really do. I want it to be transformative, and I want us to have a little bit of fun over these next 15 days. We've spent the entire year being, like, serious up in here. We're motivational, we're educational, we're inspirational, we're learning things, we're studying things, we're working on ourselves, we're becoming the best versions of ourselves. We're doing all of those things, and I just want to take a break for just a second and be like, man, we got to have a little bit of fun, right? 'Tis the season. And so I was thinking, okay, there's this story of the Grinch, right? I know you know this story. There's this mean old Grinch that lives all at the top of a hill all by himself in Whoville. And all the Whos, they just love the holiday season, and they do the gifts and they do the music and all that. And the Grinch just sits up there miserable with his tiny little heart that is 2 sizes too small, or whatever they say. And he sits up there in misery as the rest of the world, his world, Whoville, is experiencing the love and the joy of this season, right? And he decides, like, I'm just going to steal Christmas, right? I'm just going to steal Christmas because this sucks and I hate being all by myself. And so it's not a fun season for me. So he goes down into Whoville and he steals all of Christmas. And the next morning, instead of being upset, the Whos go out and they hold hands and they sing, and them doing that causes the Grinch's heart to grow 3 sizes too big, I think it is, like pops out of his chest. It's kind of scary, and he goes down and he joins the Whos and he celebrates this season, and his life is transformed, right? It's this story of transformation. And so I thought, man, I want you to have transformation during this season. I don't want it to turn you into the Grinch. I don't want you to be like, I just have to work and I have to get presents and I have to travel and I have to do all of these things. It's chaos, right? I want it to be a transformative season for you in a fun way. So today I'm going to give you 5 things, and maybe I'll give you 5 more tomorrow. Maybe I won't. I'm kind of all over the place this week. I have 15, but I'm going to give you 5 things today that I want you to do this holiday season. I just want you to do these 5 things, and I think it will help you make this a transformative season for you. A fun, I see the delay there. A fun and a transformative season. Fair enough. Can we do that? Can we have a little fun in here this week? Do we always have to be so dang serious up in here first thing in the morning? You grinders are crazy, man. Never satisfied. There's always more, right? We got to get more. We got to sell more. We got to study more. We got to learn more. I'm just kidding. I'm the exact same way. I've been studying and training like crazy lately. But listen, for real, number 1, I'm going to give you 5 things. 5 things that I want you to do during this holiday season to make it a fun, transformative one for you. Fair enough? The first thing is I want you to take full advantage of the season, okay? Like completely full advantage of the season. I want you to play the Christmas music, right? Play the Christmas music everywhere you go. Play it in your car, play it in your showrooms at the dealership. I want you to play Christmas music everywhere. Some people are like, oh, I can't stand it. It's too much Christmas music. Who cares? I want you to inundate them with Christmas music. I want you to be inundated with Christmas music. I want you to like be that person that goes around and like gives extra hugs this season, right? You're just joyful. You're wearing like your Christmas sweater. You're giving hugs. You're like being super kind to people. Like this is the only time of year you can do this stuff, right? Like where you can put on a green sweater with little antlers on it, right? You can only do that this time of year. That's it. It's the only time of year you can rock all the Christmas music. It's the only time of year you can be like overly social, right? You're going to have all these Christmas parties and people are going to come over to your house and there's going to be special things going on at the church and they're going to have nativity scenes and everybody's going to dress up like Jesus and Mary and all of that stuff, right? All of that is going to happen. You're going to spend extra time with your family. I want you to use this season to let out your joy. I know that joy is in you, and I know sometimes the world can push it down inside of you. I know that getting up and going to work and putting in the ground, working at the ground and doing the thing, I got to work out and all that stuff, it can stuff our joy. I want you to use this season to let out your joy. When I got up this morning just before the show, I was getting ready to leave, and I noticed that hanging in my closet is a full-size reindeer onesie. Now, I'm not real sure what my wife has planned for me, but something tells me it will require me to have a certain level of joy in my heart. I don't know exactly what's going on tonight, but if this is hanging in the closet, apparently I will have hey, what's up, Talal? Great to see you. Apparently, I will have a red nose and a tail at some point in my day today. And normally, I would probably look at that and be like, no, are you kidding me? I don't want to put on a full-size reindeer onesie. But no, forget that. This season, this year, for me personally, and hopefully for you too, I'm going to let out my joy. I'm going to let out that child in me. I'm going to let out that fun side of me. We're just going to relax just a little bit. I'm not saying we don't have stuff to do. I'm not saying we give up on our hopes and our dreams and our goals. I'm not saying we lay down and become lazy. Just extract the joy of the season. Don't get too caught up in being a Grinch. Fair enough? That's the first thing. That's the first thing I want you to do. Second thing I want you to do is I want you to remember something. This is a season of abundance, okay? This is a season of abundance. I want you to start looking around. There is absolutely 100% no shortage of cash in the world today. You realize that? There is absolutely no shortage of money in the world. This is an abundant world we live in. They got machines that print more of it. You got the first trillionaire company. You got people worth $76 billion. People are spending. We had the highest spending of Black Friday in history. The economy's booming. People are making money. People are rocking. But if you look around, there's cash everywhere. There's money. When you right now, look around your room. I can look around. Boom. I see a light. That's a $180 light right there. I see a $300 TV right there. I see a light switch. That cost $187. I see this little thing up on the wall over here. This thing costs a couple $100. I see a chalkboard. I see sound insulation. I see a codec. I see cameras. I see a computer. I see a cell phone that cost me $1,000. I see all this stuff. I see this dang water that cost me a year of my life. I see all of this stuff because there is nothing but abundance in the world today. I'm telling you, there is nothing but abundance in the world today. And the reason that I want you to see that is because sometimes we have these limiting mindsets. We think that there's a shortage. We think that we can't have everything that we want in life. We think that we can't have these big dreams, these big visions, that it can never happen to us. We think that if we take from one pool, it's going to affect somebody else. And that's just not the facts. The fact of the matter is we live in a world of abundance. You can have your dreams. You can chase them as high as you want to chase them, as far as you want to go. My friend Grant Cardone, who, by the way, just agreed to do an interview on hashtag Rise and Grind January 27th. Pow! But my Grant Cardone talks about it all the time, man. There's so much abundance. Take what you want. You could go out and take $1 billion. $1 billion. You could just extract it right out. And it'd be like dipping a bucket in the ocean and pulling out the water, man. There's abundance in the world. And I think some of you have it in your mind. You've limited yourself. At some point, somebody told you there's a shortage. Somebody told you have to save and you have to retract and that you can't live out your dream. And I'm here to tell you today, there ain't no shortage, man. Take a look around. There ain't no shortage. Take what you want. Go get what you want. It's yours. That's the second thing I want you to do this season, because I want you to experience transformation. I do. At the end of 2019, I want you to experience transformation. The third thing I want you to understand and to do, the third thing I want you to do this season, is I want you to understand that gifting is a 7-letter word for serving, which is also a 7-letter word. Now that I think about it, gifting is a 7-letter word for serving. This season, I want you to be thoughtful. How can you best serve someone you love? That's the question I have for you today. How can you best serve someone you love? Not what should I buy them? No. Get that out. What should I get them as a gift? No, get that out. How can I best serve them? And maybe you could serve them by getting them a gift that they love, right? I told my wife for Christmas this year, I want a Peloton. That's what I want. I want to get into the world of Peloton. That's where I'm headed. The best way my wife could serve me this Christmas is get me a Peloton so that next year I can crush all y'all that are on Pelotons on that bike, because I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do it. Get me the Peloton, right? How can you best serve the ones that you love this season? See, gifting is a 7-letter word for serving. I want you to think about that. Be thoughtful, man, because otherwise you turn into a Grinch. You're like, oh, I got to go buy presents for this person. I got to go buy this, and I got to spend $5 on my Secret Santa at work, and I ain't got time. I don't want to go shopping and the Amazon thing. I don't have the Prime, and my cousin's sister won't let me log into her Prime anymore, and I got to pay for shipping, right? I don't want you to be thoughtful. Be thoughtful. Gifting is a 7-letter word for serving. How can you best serve the ones you love this season? Number 4, I need you to read a book. You're going to have a little bit of downtime this season. You're going to have a little bit more time in the car while you're traveling, so you could do an Audible. I want you to read a book. Most of you in this group and most of you in the world don't read a book. Most people will read less than 1 book a year. That might be you. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're part of the Carter Myers automotive team and you're in our training. You got to read books all the time. Or maybe you're in our 800% club and I make you read books all the time there too. I don't know. If you're really close to me, you're going to be reading books. Just saying. That just happens. But for those of you that aren't reading, I want you to read a book this season. Please. Read a book. Just find something. I can recommend How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a great book. Or maybe you want to read a book called The Secret. Maybe you want to read David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me. And then the next thing you know, you've drank nothing but water for a year. Whatever you want to do. But I need you to read a book this holiday season. Please. Read a book that's going to help you transform going into 2020. Man, books are so incredibly powerful. And the 5th thing, I'm going to try not to go over, but I probably am. Just saying. And the 5th thing is I want you to perform a self-check. I really want you to take a look in the mirror and perform a self-check. Like, where were you this time last year? Where are you now this year? And are you okay with that? Ask yourself that question. Where were you this time last year? Where are you this year? And are you okay with that? If the answer is yes, then I want you to do more of what you did this year next year. Because it worked. It worked. You progressed. You got better. You're happy with your year. It was your best year ever. So I want you to do more of that. If the answer is no, If you're not okay with where you are, if you look at where you were last year, you look at this year and you're like in the same place, or you went backwards, or you're not okay, then I need you to stop the insanity right now. It is time for something new. It is time for something different. It is time for you to get outside of the box. You are going to have to make some shifts. You are going to have to make some changes. You are going to have to invest in yourself. You are going to have to invest in other people. You are going to have to break out of your comfort zones. You are going to have to step into the world of uncomfortable. Just accept it. I want you to transform this season. Let's go, friends. I want you to live this life like I want you to thrive, not just survive. I want you to thrive in this life. You deserve it. You deserve it. You see, you're this child of God, the God of the universe that made everything, made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can be. The best version, not an average version, below average version, subpar, roundabout, but the absolute best. And you can make decisions today, right now. You can make decisions, little tiny tweaks, little tiny decisions that are ultimately going to make an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers, and most importantly, on you. They're going to make an impact on you. The decisions you make today, when you come back and join me again next year on December 10th, and we're having this same discussion, you're going to be like, yes, Glenn, I'm super stoked with where I am in my life today compared to where I was last year. I'm so jacked up about it. Thank you. That's the conversation I want you and I to have a year from now today. Fair enough? Listen, my friend, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you haven't shared this out, please do so. I thought it was a pretty fun episode. I don't know what you think, but I thought it was pretty cool. Share this out. People need to hear this, man. The holiday season, we got to get rid of the Grinches. The Grinches gotta go. So listen, remember what I said. Go now. Right now. Show's over. Go. Get yourself some Rise and Grind gear if you haven't done so. Go now. Get your Rise and Grind planner. You can get all this stuff at GlennLundy.com, okay? GlennLundy.com. And then also, go jump into the university. You're going to love it, man. There's so much fun stuff in there, all kinds of cool stuff. Maybe you can give it a gift, give it for yourself, whatever. But I want you up in there, all right? Cool. Listen, guy, I ran a little bit over. I'm sorry. Have an incredible day. Scott Simons, I'm proud of you, bro. Go live like with Goggins. Be like, I'm running with David Goggins, and I'm doing everything that I can to keep up. But the dude is a beast, right? Like, I want to see that live, all right? And then come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Love you. Bye.
Wake up.
Whoa, that was so much fun. Yo! They're like, dude, that guy's got to drink coffee or something. There's something wrong with that guy.